So we have dinosaurs, mermaid figures, and over 33,000 artifacts um, found from 6,500 years ago, 4,500 BC. The Abara, I'm dyslexic, I can't read this. Imbara artifacts. I'm sure everybody will correct me. I can't wait. Alright, were discovered in Mexico in 1944. So exciting. Alright, so we have the King of Wands, creation being swept off your feet. We have the Knight of Pentacles with caution and traditional relationships. We have the Nine of Cups with emotional satisfaction wrapped up in each other. It's funny, artifacts wrapped up. Okay. A Five of Cups, we have grief and heartache. We have Fortune with number 20. We have victory, satisfaction, guaranteed, sale, a miracle, give praise for all of your abundance, lucky streak, your dreams come true, inner riches, unexpressed talents. Okay, and then we have love, number 35. We have romance, happiness, affection, love, and positivity. We have the Ten of Swords with exhaustion, resolution. We have the Eight of Pentacles with hard work, patience, and give and take. We have the Hanged Man with sacrifice, waiting, new approach. We have Page of Cups with naivety, flirtation, and clinginess. We have Death with change and parting. We have Temperance with patience and harmony. We have Friend with number 12. We have Friendship, positive news, lessons learned, significant aspects of your personality that you have rejected but are ready to incorporate and acknowledge. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, we have in a cup, we have a vixen cup. We have merrily met, attraction. We have poker face. We have reclaiming your space. We have Pokemon cards. So something was valuable, like a Pokemon card here. We have breakup hearts. We have charm boxes with silk. We have a prosperity altar with a wine cup on it. We have a chance to get to know oneself, develop a period of subconscious. Your sixth sense is good. You can obtain an important message from your predecessors and preemptive dreams. There is a suggestion to regain the importance of having a dream. To regain some room in your heart, we have addiction. We have caution. We have awareness of loss of innocence. We also have a cat here. It is good to value communication with a friend, but be careful. You tend to depend on it a bit much more at times than others. We have emeralds. We have when you always avoid poor and unpleasant things, you'll miss the turning point. In the other side of the shadow, we have leg. So, like I've said before, ancient Egyptians weren't always in Africa. They moved. They were in the United States. They were in a lot of other countries. There was pyramids built everywhere. So, there's lots of different things found in each one of the pyramids, a lot of the places around the pyramids, and a lot of the places where boats have landed that were Egyptian in some way, shape, or form. So these artifacts could have come from anywhere. Or maybe there was an ancient Egyptian that collected artifacts. Or they were offerings or something. But there is something about these artifacts that's very primitive. Um, it talks about dinosaurs. It talks about mermaids and other things. It's almost like the sideshows that they used to have at like circuses, the creepy like sideshows, or like the magic of the Isles or something. It's like it's almost like that when you think about it. But I feel like this is an actual collection of artifacts and things that ancient Egyptians would know about. Like, they did breed different animals to make other animals. And, yeah. Dog breeding is kind of like that, too, where they got foxes together and bred them out, and then they became different styles of dogs and had different strengths and weaknesses. So it's kind of like that, I think. But ancient Egyptians did a lot of bastard science as far as animals were concerned, in order to make different ones, bigger ones, stronger ones, cuter ones, ones that would be swimmers, ones that would be fish, ones that would be different things in the ecosystem. They made ecosystems of animals. You know, it's crazy, but yeah, it's kind of like Floopy Land on Rick and Morty. But it's one of those things where it's just like everything would go together. So Darwin's theory would be incorrect. It would be basically any animal that still has a uterus type of sperm type of unit would be able to breed together, which that's really pretty scary to think about. Not thinking about it. Not thinking about it. But yeah, it's interesting to think about. Like, everything you learned in science is bullcrap. Really, it's like there's substantial science, which is like stars, universes, and elements, and then there's animal geno and genuses and mixing of certain species to make different species and stuff like that. But like, it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. These were random things that happened in the confines of, hey, we're bored, we found another animal, let's mix it with this animal and get another different animal for the region or whatever. I believe that they were trying to not play God, but try to have something that would exist if the world got flooded. I feel like that would have been a big thing for them. Also, they probably were trying to make food, because around the time, like, they were eating like olives and I guess sardines or something. Like, they had a lot of anchovy type of recipes. But I feel like they were trying to experiment with what type of stuff was out there and stuff, and trying to make it more sustainable in certain areas. But whatever the case. Anyway, hopefully this didn't wire your morals to like a ultra box of energy, but it does have that kind of feel to it, where it's like it's bastard science, but it's also, why were these artifacts in Mexico? You know, Mexico is kind of like the mecca of like tacos and Mexican culture and other things of history, but then we have this box that came out of nowhere, and it doesn't make sense to have it there, of all places, when it looks like almost like an offering or a museum or something piece. You know, it's a little different than the rest of the stuff in Mexico. Anyway, this is where I leave you. don't get too stuck on this. There's a lot of explanation to like what they're trying to hide with this box. So it's better to take it for what it's worth. It's a environmentally friendly, sustainable box. Let's put it to you that way. Of artifacts of ancient Egyptians and what they were doing in their confines of boredom, I guess. But yeah, it's fun to think about, though. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, alright? Later.